Happy Saturday. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. We are headed into the holiday season. So I wanted to come on and share a haul and just chat a little bit about some journals that I just purchased. So I went to one of my favorite stores when I get ready to do a box opening or when I get ready to gift a dolly friend for Happy Meal. I love going to Ross. It's affordable, but they have really nice things, right? So I went to Ross and I had an outing with some dolly friends. And I said, well, I want to make sure that I bring some Happy Meal. So I bought some Happy Meal with me, and I saw this and wanted it for myself. This is the cutest, and I was like, wow. It has a little plushie, it has a blanket, and it's sitting inside of this soft little bowl shaped plushie. And I said, wow, that would be good for a photo op with the smaller babies, to put them down inside of it or something to that effect. But anyway, I just thought this was really cute, and I love stuffed animals and plushies. I have a ton of them. I have a crate where I keep all my dolls and any plushies that you can't see behind me. I keep the overflow in my crate. And anyway, I'm gonna put this to the side. And I went to my one of my favorite thrift stores today and picked up just a couple of knickknacks. Nothing outrageous. Nothing was over $5. So, as you guys know, I am still reborning 2 babies. I'm waiting for the hair to come. And in the meantime, I'm picking up little knickknacks so that once their hair is done, I'll have some nice things for a photo shoot and thereafter, for the babies to wear. You guys know how we like to dress our babies and photograph them and plaster them on every timeline we can, right? So one of the things about Little Prim, the Preemie kit by Laura Lee Eagles, is that she is 16 inches. So I went online and I Googled like a size chart for babies. And one of the things that I began to see that was kind of consistent is 16 inches is like right on the cusp of preemie / newborn. So while she's a preemie, she right at the tip edge of being a newborn. So I noticed that also when I go, especially when you go to like thrift stores where you have to pretty much whatever they have, that's what they have. It's not like they're gonna have 50 or 20 of the same item. It's just you just looked up and found that item, right? So I went to the newborn section and I was like, man, I don't see anything preemie today. But I saw this cute little sweater and it's really tiny. It's labeled newborn, but it's cut small. And I was like, she'll be able to fit this. It has little ears on it. And I was like, this is cute because it's getting cold and I'll need to dress her in some warm clothing, a sweater, pretty much smaller babies. I don't think they really have like coats for them. They usually have like some kind of sack type thing with sleeves and a hood that you put them in and zip it up. It's usually something like that for small babies. But I did find this sweater, so I was happy about that, and it's very nice quality sweater. So when I first started collecting reborns, I was a girl mom, right? I mostly had girls, and then people would drop every now and then and say, drop in my comments, and every now and then they would say, hey, when are you gonna make a boy, or when are you gonna collect a boy? And I don't know, I was a little hesitant. I didn't want to start shopping all over again because I had all this girl stuff. But now, if you've been following me, I have boys. So I was so excited to find a bathrobe for the boys, because the girls, they have everything. But I finally found a little cute bathrobe for the boys, and it has a frog on it for the hat. So I thought that was too cute. And it's terry cloth. It is nice quality, very nice, very plush. And this will be fun to do some photo shoots with the babies with the boys in their little robe. And I absolutely adore and love whales on baby clothing. So when I saw this, I had to get it. It's too cute. And I fell in love with this vest. It is blue and green. Such a pretty, bright green. And this is definitely going to be for my Ravi kit, because he's a big boy. So I'm excited about some upcoming photo shoots that he will take when he finally gets his hair. I bought this for the smaller boys. Nothing spectacular, but who doesn't love nice, soft, plushy? I've already washed them. Soft material that smells good, and when you pick the baby up, this just adds to the realism that they're in something soft and they feel heavy, right? So I can't wait to dress some of the newborns, Ian and Ryan. I can't wait to dress them, and Josiah. They're smaller. Aiden and Robbie, they're on the chunkier side for the boys, so they won't be able to fit that. But I got this striped shirt. I think I'm starting to see that I like stripes for some reason for the boys. And then I got another shirt romper for my Robbie kit. I thought this was cute. So I was able to wash all those things up, and now I'll be able to put them away. And then I saw on Reborn's of Jess channel that she had created 2 more books. But these particular books are more in the format of journals, not like activity, like you go in and journal inside of them. And so I already started last night when my books arrived, and she has a book 1 to all the dolls I loved before, and then she has a book 2, The Never Ending Nursery. And if you go on Amazon, you'll find both of these journal books on Amazon. But anyway, this one, it's going to be a while before I use the second one, and I'm going to show you why in a minute. So when you get into this journal, you can put like a little description about yourself. She gives all these little writing prompts that you can follow. And then I just love this. So she created a page where you can put information about the baby, who is, you know, where you got it from, who the artist is, who the sculptor is, when the baby was born, all those details, right? And then you stick a little picture here. You can write about your baby at the bottom, on the sides. And then when I was a teacher, I used to love to buy stickers for my kids to put it on their work, especially the sniff and scratch stickers. I used to love to buy those to put it on their work, but I wanted to do a little bit of scrapbooking with this, since there's so much, you know, room to decorate and everything. So I did put on my Amazon list today to get some baby stickers, but in the format of scrapbooking. And I know my reborn sister friend Riri, I know she absolutely adores stickers. So shout out to Riri's Nursery. But I'm gonna get these baby stickers so that I can decorate the baby's pages. And so far, if I bought a baby or if I made a baby, I put their pictures in the book, gave credit to the artist or the nursery where they came from, and then just kept on going baby by baby and putting them in the book. So my last 2 pages, of course, are the 2 kits that I'm currently reborning, and I'm not going to show their pages because I haven't revealed their names yet, but I have started filling in as much information as I can. And the thing that I love about this is this whole book is just like journal entries for each of your reborn babies, and you put a photo in it and you decorate it, and then there is a part of the journal that talks about the babies that you purchased, right? So I love it because you can kind of see the difference in just journaling about your doll versus journaling about your purchases. So you're keeping track of like how much you spent for each doll and all of that. I just thought this was a neat and affordable way to journal about the babies. And it's consistent information. It's information that as a collector, everybody should be familiar with, right? And it gets you in the habit of being able to talk about the babies, know their information, and it's a quick reference to when they were created, who you got it from. Because over time, if your collection just keeps growing, growing, and growing, you may not be able to remember off that data off the top of your head for each kit, depending on how many you have. But this is a great, fun, creative way to keep track of your hobby as a collector, and I would say as an artist, because as a beginning artist, I've definitely cataloged some of the babies that I've made and put them in the book as well, and wrote the same information. And then I have, you guys know I talked about this before, but I got this journal when I was, am I holding it right? Yep, I'm holding it right this time. I got this journal from Hotland when we did the gift exchange a couple months ago over the summer with my reborn sister friends. Yep. And I haven't figured out what the purpose of this for. It's so pretty. I just want, when I figure out the purpose for what I'm going to use this journal for, I just want it to be really nice and memorable, because this is a beautiful journal. And then Riri, over the summer, I think I won one of her, I think I won an entry in one of her giveaways, and she sent me this journal called Never Stop Growing. In this journal, I'm specifically keeping track of my reborn sister friends, the doll shows that I go to, tags and themes from other doll channels so I can start remembering what they are. If I have an outing with doll friends, I write down the time, the date, where we're going. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to keep this journal for. So I know like in 2027, I'm planning to go to the Texas Doll Show. Dolls of the Doll Fort Worth, Texas show. I started to say Dolls of the World Expo. That's in North Carolina. Especially, I want to be clear, if I have people who have not gone and you're thinking about going to a doll show, there are multiple doll shows. I want to be clear. Texas is am I saying it right? The Nakun doll show, and it's in Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, so I'm planning that. I'm planning now because 2027 will be here before we know it. I'm not going to be able to go in 2026, but in 2027 I'm planning to go to the one in Texas. So once I got those journals, I was like, well, I might as well talk about all my journals and what I'm doing with them. So also I have 3 scrapbooks now and an empty one that I put away until I need it. The scrapbooks I fill up pretty quickly. Scrapbooks is the COAs, the pictures of the babies, all the paperwork that came with them, their care instructions, all of that stuff. For the babies that I make, I just make these pretty scrapbook pages with pictures of them, their COAs, birth certificates, if I make a birth certificate for them, and just decorate inside the book. And it's just fun crafting, and a way also to catalog and keep track of the history of all the babies I've had, all the kits I've ever owned, whether I still have them or not. I have memories, right? And so that's what it's all about, just creating those good memories and being able to look back and reminisce and look at my growth throughout this process as a collector and now as a beginning artist. So I just wanted to share those things because I was happy about it, and it's just always fun to share with your friends the great things that are happening in your neck of the woods for reborning, right? And so sitting to the side, because it's always fun to see a baby, I have little Miss Amanda, the baby that is for sale. She's sitting in the car seat, and here's little Miss Amanda in her little nice headband and her jacket with her magnetized passy end. So it's just showing the baby that I have for sale. If anyone is interested, you can message me on Instagram, and yeah, I'll be in touch. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Even if you ask questions, that doesn't mean that you intend to buy it. You just have questions. So yeah, if you're interested or have any questions, reach out to me on Instagram about the Real Born Layla Asleep. The Real Born Layla Asleep is a real born 3D scan baby from Bountiful Baby, and that's where I purchased the kit from. I have her COA. I have if you look at my video part 1 and part 2 for the Real Born Layla Asleep, I show my little baggie with the care instructions, the COA, all the paperwork that would come with her if someone purchased her. I have not purchased any items for the box opening yet because I don't want to pay for box opening as of yet, and I don't have a down payment for someone to buy the baby. So once someone buys the baby, I'll work out with that person getting the things for their box opening. I may personalize some things for that person depending on which box opening they select. And yep, that's what that would be like if you decide to purchased the real born Layla asleep. And I just named her Amanda because she's been with me for so long now that it's been about a month or two since I made her, I think. Maybe just a month. Might be overstating or overestimating, but I think it's been at least a month since she's been here. And I was like, well, she's becoming a part of the nursery, so I might as well give her a name. And so I named her Amanda until someone buys her. But I have this little cutie patootie if you are interested. And with that being said, have a happy holiday. Enjoy your short work week and time with your family. Good night.